Today, we are diving into an incredible Japanese folktale, the story of Urashima Taro. He's a simple fisherman who, well, literally managed to escape time itself.
So, let me ask you something. Have you ever had one of those moments? A moment so absolutely perfect, you just wish you could hit pause and live inside it forever. It's a powerful feeling. Our story today is all about a man who gets that exact chance, only to find out that cheating time, well, it comes with a seriously heavy price.
And our story kicks off, as so many great ones do, with a single, simple choice, an act of kindness.
So, let's meet our guy, Urashima Taro. Now, he's not a king or some famous warrior. Nope, he's just a regular, kind-hearted fisherman. And it's that kindness, that simple goodness, that sets his entire unbelievable journey into motion.
Okay, so picture this. One day, Taro's on the shore and he sees a group of kids, and they're not being nice at all. They're mistreating a little turtle. Instead of just walking by, his compassion just takes over. He steps in, saves the turtle, and puts it back in the sea where it belongs. A small thing, right? But that one decision becomes the pivot point for his entire life.
Because that one small act of kindness leads him to a place that is anything but ordinary. It takes him to a timeless palace, where the rules of our world, they just don't apply.
And would you believe it, the turtle he saved comes back. Only now, it's huge. As a way of saying thanks, it offers Taro the journey of a lifetime. He climbs onto its back and gets carried deep, deep beneath the waves to a place that's completely beyond human imagination. A stunning, magnificent underwater palace.
Down in this underwater kingdom, he basically finds paradise. He meets the beautiful Princess Otohime, and his days are just filled with incredible feasts, music, and unbelievable beauty. It's that perfect moment we all dream about, but for him, it's real.
And to Taro, it honestly feels like only a few days have gone by. I mean, every single moment is so packed with wonder and delight that he gets completely lost in this perfect world, with absolutely no clue what's happening back on the surface.
But paradise can't last forever, can it? Sooner or later, the dream has to end. And for Taro, it leads to a truly shocking return to reality.
Even with all this perfection surrounding him, Taro starts to miss his home. He thinks about his aging parents. So, after what he believes has only been about 3 days, he tells the princess he has to go back. He says his goodbyes, promising he'll return soon.
But here it is. This is the cruel gut punch of the story. While Taro was living it up for just a few blissful days, on the surface, 300 years had passed. The world he knew just kept on spinning, aging and changing, all without him. So when he finally gets back to his village, the homecoming he was dreaming of is a complete nightmare. Everything is different. The people, the houses, he doesn't recognize anything. His friends, his family, everyone he ever knew, they're long gone, just lost to the centuries that passed for him in what felt like the blink of an eye.
He's completely alone, a stranger in his own home, with just one mysterious object left from his time in the palace. And that brings us to the final tragic chapter of this story, time in a box.
So he's just standing there, utterly alone and confused, when he remembers a parting gift from Princess Otohime. It was a beautiful, mysterious box. And she made him promise he was never, ever supposed to open it. But in his grief and his desperation, maybe hoping to find some way back, he makes a fateful choice. He opens the box. In that one single instant, all those years he'd escaped come rushing back to him. A puff of white smoke just pours out of the box and surrounds him. It was the 300 years he'd missed, and as it washes over him, his body is instantly transformed. He becomes a frail, white-haired old man, his body finally catching up to the world he'd returned to.
So, what's the big takeaway from this wild story? Well, the moral is pretty clear, and it is powerful. Time is an unstoppable force that touches everything and everyone. And our choices, yep, even the ones born from kindness, can have these massive, lasting consequences that we can never, ever fully predict.
And that leaves us with one final question for you. I want you to imagine your Taro in that moment. You're all alone, with nothing left of your past except that one box, your only link to a perfect memory. The princess warned you never to open it. So what would you do? Knowing it held all your lost time, would you open it?